Hello, lovely Capricorns out there. Excuse me. So this is a general reading leading up to the full moon in Virgo on the 27th, and I just thought I'd come through and do some individual astro readings leading up to this because I think it feels like a very creative time of late, and um, a very sort of healing time as well. And I think uh, at the moment, wonderful time to be doing some small things for yourself where you feel quite nurtured, and they don't have to be great, extravagant things, just small, simple things to nurture oneself at the moment is quite a good thing to do. So we're doing a shortened Celtic cross today. We will look at general situation at the moment, the basis of that, and the basis of that. Sorry, I've just had a few cards pop out. And then we look at what's behind you, where you are currently, and moving forward. So let's just see what we've got. Oh, looking pretty amazing. Okie dokes. I'll just move these. So we'll go into this just before we start shuffling again for the rest of the spread. Initially, here in the center, we have the beautiful, it's a gorgeous card, the Three of Cups. It's about celebration. It's about enjoying friendship, enjoying people around you, times where we let loose and celebrate and feel the bounty, of all that goodness from others. There's a sweetness about this because we have the gorgeous Six of Cups crossing the three. So we're looking at, look, to me it feels like some kind of renewal of sorts. To me it feels like a renewal. With the six, if you look at this card very simplistically, it can be people returning that you've known, very close emotional bonds, people, with that you've had very close emotional bonds with, lifetimes with, a life with. And we see the golden threads in the sea of this beautiful Six of Cups, which is called pleasure. We see the threads of gold that connect us, and we feel that on the surface of that sea. Look, it's really quite intense, even those two cards. A renewal of sorts, a reminder of sorts of these beautiful connections with people. The basis of this is, and don't be alarmed, is the Eight of Swords, which is a card of, it is a card of self-limitation. I can't say that it's not. But I do feel in this, it's a very gentle feeling, this reading. I do feel that this is, we all experience this at certain times, this feeling of being limited, but in fact we're only limited by our own mindset. I do feel that this card is, even though it's the basis of this loving, very gentle resurrection of sorts, I do feel that eight is a past, is a sort of something from past. Let's just keep going now, beautiful Capricorns. What is behind you? The recent past we have, and we'll go through and clarify a little bit more. We have the Seven of Wands, a card of standing up for your own integrity and for your principles, what you believe in, what you see to be your own internal truth. Now that's in the past position, a period where you felt and or did need to stand up for your principles, for your own, for your values, and for your integrity. If you've been looking at the chakra, there's a few the last few weeks has been doing some chakra reading, titled Altered Perspectives. If you have looked at that, the last one has been the solar plexus, which really is about standing up for ourselves. It's part of our self-esteem area, but it is our truth, our integrity, and we do need to honour that. Currently, for beautiful Capricorns, what can you show us currently, please? Oh, there too. Currently, wow. Oh. Well, currently we have the Seven of Swords, which is, let's face it, I do call this the backdoor man or woman, but it is a card of understanding that, often we do this seven being of assessments, assessing things and desire as well. We do it to ourselves more often than it being done. I think that's rather simplistic to always say that this is someone being dishonest with you. I don't go with that. I think it's something that, unless the cards around it would indicate that, and they don't in this scenario. This card, we do it to ourselves. Do I come forward and say, this is what I need? Or do we kind of go around the back door? We can't be that open about it. We have to kind of sneak. It can be about manipulation. It can be about theft, but only in terms of thievery, really, in terms of letting yourself down, which is interesting. That comes up here when we've had this. We're really zeroed in on expressing our integrity and and our beliefs and values. With the Seven of Swords, we also get we go down to the Three, which is an understanding of sorrow. And I always say, an understanding, an intellectual understanding of sorrow. We all are familiar with this, but we won't let it stop us from still, depending on what's happened in the past, we won't let it stop us from saying exactly what we do need, coming through the front door, as it were. The other element of the Seven, of course, the Seven of Swords is past sorrow through our own humiliation or shame, which I think for humans, I think every individual on the planet would do anything to prevent being humiliated sometimes. And so we all have memory of that from the past. We don't necessarily want to carry that because it's too much. We don't want to carry it forward. So this is interesting, Capricorn, and let's see, moving forward for beautiful Capricorn, please. Moving forwards. Excuse me. It's just such a gentle, very gentle feeling to this reading. Too many cards. Let's get one card for the beautiful Capricorn to see what's going on moving forward as we move forward here. Please, just, one card, we get a few here. Let's see, as they came out. Oh, there is quite a few. Oh, let's see. Sorry, Capricorn, we're reading these as they came out, and we're reading these as they came. So we start. We've got a great handful here. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Queen. Yes. We have the Queen of Cups. We have Art, which is Temperance, Divine Timing. We have the Prince of Discs, and we have the Four of Wands. Can I just begin here? This is a bit of a handful, a bit of a mouthful. As we see moving forward, and we'll start with the Four of Wands. Now, this is a card of the happy home. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. Traditionally, we see the garlands over the gate, and it is a place of healing and a place of celebration, as in the Three of Cups. It's a place where we belong. It's a very, very harmonious card. Followed by that, we get the Prince of Discs, who really is a wonderful, he chips away, and he's got the world in his hands, and he's really creating. I always look at it as he's like, he's creating a nest, but he's found the world in this place. I mean, that is his world, is this place here. That's his world. This is his world. This is what I get from the cards. We have divine timing. There's a need to work, to chip away, to work at this happy home is what I get. We get Art, Temperance, Alchemy. We've got the honey in process. The bees are all busy doing their thing. It's happening. It's getting made in this laboratory of sorts, this divine laboratory. And it is a matter of time and patience. It is divine timing. It's en route, whether it's arrived yet or not. I suspect it's just about to, because we have the Queen of Cups, this wealth of endless emotional sea of the goddess of Binah coming. Everything's coming into form, and it's coming into form through an emotional channel here. From the eon, from the hard work of the Prince of Discs, through here through this divinity of fermentation and simple timing. The Queen is basically a channel for this. A channel? I say a channel because what it's doing is it's, for want of using a better word, manifesting what have been or has been a thought form for a long time is coming into being here. And you can see it. And the Queen can see it. And the Knight, possibly, the Prince of subconsciously working towards that, most probably. We're coming in here. Traditionally, this is a figure with 2 wands and a crystal ball in the middle because he knows what, and in fact this card is called Dominion in the Thoth deck, the 2 of Wands. He knows his dominion, or she knows her dominion, and she knows what can be created there, what is fertile ground and what isn't. And I do feel that within this reading that, you know, Capricorn, you are the Queen, whether you're a man or a woman. You're channeling this through. It's quite amazing. It's quite beautiful and gentle and intentional. And it's been going on for a long time. It's just really beautiful. I get that feeling from it. I just get one card, please, my friends, one card, just to clarify the central position of the 6 of Cups, the beautiful threads that connect. We'll get, and of course the 3 of Cups as well. Just one card just to peel the layer back here a little bit for the beautiful Earth babies, Capricorn. Just one card to clarify the 6, please. Wow, it's so hot here today. 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups, please. Oh, been a bit stubborn. Just one card, please. Wow. Truth. When everything goes on its merry dance, right? This is just what I hear. When everything's gone and it's... There's been trial through here. But when everything's done its merry dance, what do we come back to? This is what we come back to. With the beautiful Ace of Swords. The sword of truth. The sword of clarity. Incredible clarity. One sword and one sword only. Forget about the 7 of Swords. The sort of confusing nature of that. We come back to the sword of truth and clarity and what is truly, truly important to us beyond anything else. It seems like in this reading, Capricorn, it feels really gentle. It feels really gentle, and that it's almost as if the process that's occurred or occurring or will occur or has occurred is a very long process, but a very gentle process to me. That's how it feels. Just getting too many cards coming out. Just one card from the journey map for beautiful Taurians at this time. Wow. Excuse me. Taurians, what am I talking about? Capricorn. We've got 2 cards coming out, Capricorn. So first card, we have construction, which is, and you can see the active busyness in this fellow's head that's just creating. I mean, there is a magician-like quality about construction. Every aspect, every angle has been considered, measured, weighed. It's every it's a card of preparation, but it's a card of measurement as well. All angles have been covered, and so when we rebuild, when we construct, you know, it's a foolproof construction of sorts. We're still dealing with energy. You can see the little atomy shapes in this card. But we work as a magician in a very material way with construction. We're working in a very physical, tangible way. I love that card. I think this is the first time it's come out since I've been doing these, using these cards. Excuse me. We also have adaptation, where it's new connections in the brain as well. We have electric light, we have sonar, we're reading on a very psychic level. We've been open, we've been courageous. We're reading our environment, our internal environment, as well as our external environment. And because of that, there are some new electrical charges happening within the brain. And at the same time, what's allowed this is a great ability for compassion, we see in the heart, and love extended outward has benefited all. Adaptation. We continue to evolve. I love this. I hope this has made some sense to you lovely Capricorns with these. These are magicians in their own right. And that's the truth of it. Dear, oh no, hang on. We'll get a pixie and fairy because that's sort of nice. A light touch sometimes to the end of a reading. A light angle. It's still a beautiful reading. It's very gentle, and it's almost as if the swords in this that have appeared in this reading, I can just feel them. They're just not sharp, which is a good thing. I mean that in a good way. It's like they're memory. They're cloudy. They're not sharp. They're not now. This is the one that's now. I just love it. I feel it rising up. And to top it all off, my dear Capricornians, look at this, the Singer of Transfiguration. We've worked our magic as these two work their magic. We've worked our magic, and as the Queen in this emotional channel sees exactly what will be constructed, what is coming in on her savannah, in her domain. somehow she has transmuted elements of the past in order to do this. And of course, sometimes that sounds predictable, but in this case, there's a very gentle quality to it, and it is predictable because life is about cycles. Life is about casting away some memory or reliving it and then casting it aside in order to create some new electrical impulse, some new electrical connectors in the brain in order to create new things. This is transmutation. This is the ultimate. It's the phoenix rising. It's pretty amazing, Capricorns. So, on that note, I hope you got something out of this. The cards speak for themselves, and do tune in if you get the opportunity. Time and Tides, and the next, it should be up within the next day or so for this beautiful full moon in your fellow Virgo sign. So do look at the other readings if you know your ascendant, moon, Venus and Jupiter. It can be quite interesting, especially the moon. Okay. Thank you, Capricorns, and take good care. Thanks from the Lightroom forecast. Cheery now.